Being smart about carbs is critical when it comes to reversing insulin resistance. Because yes, reducing carbohydrates overall in the diet is an effective way to reverse insulin resistance. However, I do understand that not everyone is able to make such a drastic change. And the good news is you don't have to be so restrictive in order to see improvements to your insulin resistance. Subtle changes can make a big difference. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a huge advocate for low-carb diets. However, I like to meet people where they're at. And being smart about carbs is an effective strategy as well. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 6 ways you can be smart about carbs in order to reduce blood sugar spikes and reverse insulin resistance. Number 1, don't eat them naked. And by this I mean, don't eat carb-rich foods in isolation. And this is in reference to both whole food carbs and processed carbs. Ideally, you should be trying to eat mainly whole foods anyways. When you eat something like a banana that is rich in carbs and low in protein and fat, this causes a rapid spike in blood sugar and a surge of insulin. However, when you pair the same food with foods that are rich in protein and fat, the spike is a lot lower. Sometimes there isn't even a spike at all. So this can be as simple as having a handful of nuts with that banana. The second way to be smart about carbs is to cook and cool them. Did you know that by cooking and cooling certain carb-rich foods, such as rice and potatoes, you can significantly lower blood sugar spikes? This is because through the cooking and cooling process, some of the starch in these foods turns into resistant starch. Resistant starch isn't broken down into sugar, so blood sugar spikes will be lower because there's less digestible starch. And yes, because I know I'm gonna get this question, you can reheat the foods after you cool them. The starch that's turned into resistant starch isn't gonna change back. The third way to be smart about carbs is not to drink them. Refined carbs in drinks such as juice and soda wreak havoc on our blood sugar. Because they are digested rapidly, they enter our system quickly and cause our blood sugar to spike sharply. So anytime you can, opt for the whole food option of things such as fruit juices instead. The fourth way to be smart about carbs is to eat them last. This simple strategy involves eating the protein, fiber, and fat portion of your meal first. Research shows that consuming carbs last significantly lowers insulin levels after a meal. So enjoy your steak and greens first, then dive into those potatoes. And protein really is key here. It's gonna have a bigger impact than fat and fiber alone. And beyond that, protein is critical for our health for so many other reasons as well. It's important for satiety, proper hormone function, and maintaining lean muscle mass. I always recommend animal protein over plant protein. Number 1, because it's more bioavailable, but number 2, because it's also lower in carbohydrates. Animal sources of protein usually have no carbs, if any at all, but plant protein sources are generally high in carbs. Now, if you're in Australia and you're looking for somewhere to buy high quality, ethically sourced meat, Butcher Crowd has got you covered. I've been using their meat delivery service for probably 4, maybe even 5 years now. All of their beef and lamb is 100% grass-fed and finished, their pork and chicken is pasture-raised, and their seafood is wild-caught. You can choose from one of their curated boxes or customize your own, and you can feel good knowing that everything comes from Australian farms. I have been absolutely loving the lamb options lately, so if you give Butcher Crowd a try, make sure to add some lamb to your box. If you want to check them out, you can head to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd. I'll put that link in the description box down below as well. And make sure to use code KATE15 at checkout to save 15% off your first box. The fifth way to be smart about carbs is to add some vinegar. Incorporating vinegar into your meals can enhance glucose uptake in the muscle cells. Studies have shown that it can increase insulin sensitivity up to 34%. Now, if you can't find a way to add it into your meal, you can simply add a tablespoon or 2 to a glass of water to dilute it. Drink this before your meal, and your blood sugar response to the meal is going to be significantly lower. And don't worry if you forget to drink it before, drinking it after helps as well, but before is more effective. And the sixth way you can be smart about carbs is moving your body after you eat them. When we use our muscles after we eat carbohydrates, they're able to use the energy from those carbs immediately. And they're actually able to take it in without the need for insulin. Now, this doesn't have to be an intense workout. Even a quick 10-minute walk around the block makes a big difference. Remember that all of these tips are meant to be easy. They're meant to be added into your routine without too much hassle. You don't have to do all of them all of the time. What matters is consistency. Make the right choices when you can, as often as you can, and that's how you're gonna see sustainable results. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these ways to be smart about carbs surprised you. Had you heard of this concept before? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, if you're in Australia, make sure to check out Butcher Crowd. The link will be down below as well.